Hi guys, this is Lena. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing overrated versus underrated places in Bali with a twist to it because it's Instagrammable places. So yeah, I feel like this video is pretty self-explanatory. I'll just be discussing certain touristic places, whether I think they're overrated, and I will be giving you some underrated places in Bali as well. So let's get on with the video. Okay, number one is Gate of Heaven Lempuyang Temple. So it is a Balinese Hindu temple, and it's one of the oldest and most highly regarded temples in Bali. So the reason why this place is famous is because of its gateway that perfectly aligns with the view of Mount Agung. So not only is it a place of worship, it is also a very touristic place because of the entrance. It's a bit catfishy in my opinion because there is no lake. What tourist guides do is they place mirrors at the bottom which will make it look like a lake, but it's actually a mirror. And I've also read a lot of articles, and they stated that the line for this temple is for this photo is very, very long. It can go up to 3 hours, even if you get there at 7 in the morning, which is when it opens. So in my opinion, I think this is overrated. I think it's better if you were to come to this temple to experience its historical value. A guide that will explain to you the history and just the knowledge about the temple and the neighborhood, but just to go there to take a photo and to wait 3 hours as well is just insane to me. But I think it's too touristy in my opinion, so overrated. Number 2 is Nusa Penida T-Rex. So I've been to this location and the view was insane. We got there such good weather and it was not too crowded at the time that we went there. Properly rated. Like, the view is just astronomical. It's wherever you look, there's just such beautiful scenery. I think you need to get there at a good time, otherwise yes, it can get crowded. So we went to the T-Rex in the morning, which is why it wasn't as crowded, but when we came back up from Kilinkin Beach, which is a different story, but when we came back up, we saw a lot of crowds, so it's good to get there early in the morning. But I would say the Kilinkin Beach, which is an insanely dangerous beach, and this deserves like a whole different video, just how dangerous this place is, and it's so touristy. I would say that is overrated. Like, do not climb down there. You can experience so many more beautiful beaches. Kilinkin Beach is just not worth it. It was like an hour hike down and an hour, like 45 minutes down and an hour back up of just straight rock climbing at one point. It's so dangerous. It is not worth it. Just go to T-Rex, get your pictures. Very, very beautiful. Go in the morning. Yeah, it's probably right. Okay, number 3. This is not really Bali, but it's the Gili Islands, which is next to Bali, but I decided to count it because a lot of people go to the Gili Islands from Bali. But this is the Gili Menu statues. These statues are actually underwater, and it's something you see when you go snorkeling. So you're gonna pay a tourist guide or one of those boat guides, and they're gonna take you to famous places of Gili for snorkeling. But we've heard a lot about these Gili Menu statues. Look really, really cool, but I wish I could have given you the reality because I went there myself. And it's so crowded. It's just not even pleasant because if you go like snorkeling down to see the statues, there's just so many people. You have a high chance of getting kicked in the face, even if you go in the morning. It's just not really pretty. There's so many prettier places to snorkel in Gili, so I would definitely say the Gili statues are overrated. Number 4, and I'm gonna give you an underrated place in Bali, which is in Amed. It is called Lahangan Suite. So Lahangan Suite is a very, very beautiful location located at the mountain top of Amed's mountains, and it is just 360 degrees of beautifulness. You can see the ocean and just surrounding mountains. We were pretty much the only people there amongst some locals, but it's just so beautiful there. Highly, highly recommend. I think to go up there, you'll definitely need to go by like a bike or car because you definitely need to go really high up in the mountains. But it's a pretty quick drive, I would say, and the view is just totally worth it. Last but not least, and this location is in Tabanan, and I've been there myself. We hired a tourist guide that took us to this location, and the rice terraces are simply beautiful. Yeah, they're very long, so you can get such a nice stroll in and just experience such beautiful scenery. It is pretty touristy, but I would say like it's underrated. Google Maps, there's like 10k reviews for this place. Upon going there, I didn't see that many tourists, and yeah, it's just so beautiful. Probably one of the best rice terrace fields I've been in Bali. So if you're into that whole green scenery, I would highly suggest for you to go. Then that was my review of overrated versus underrated places in Bali that are Instagrammable. I can turn this into a series and see what other places are overrated or underrated in Bali, and in terms of what. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.